been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you...
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Y'all not locked in.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And the lane closes.
My God, Matt got the vertical icon. Yeah, Mac. Yeah, Mac. Vertical.
They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Patterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
I thought I picked the wrong
Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hold up. I might have to take the chat audio off. Niggas probably hearing y'all game.
On 1st down, Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky
He
lost
fumbled.
the football,
Oh
and the
my
Falcons grab it.
gosh.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That catch good for only a couple.
Russell Gage out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. On first down, it's Gurley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
How does that work?
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
A 30-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle, a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
No, I've been had the Bears, kind of. I said I was going to try a different team.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
They defensive. I don't know if they defensive line or my offensive line, but it's bad.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Ryan.
I didn't sack him? Oh my gosh.
It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Falcons 10, Bears nothing. Sterling Mockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
throwing the touchdown. Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
4-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for first. 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
And Bailey on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On third down, Trubisky going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, it's Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Patterson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Carry for the running back.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Robinson.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, switch.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
59, ready. 58, come on. I got you. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Rip left.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan, a slant to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Roy Roberts.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Ryan, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver... can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
On the coverage.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 45. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
54, right there, 54 miles.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Trubisky.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Chicago.
On first down, it's Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got to manage Patterson complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Yo, the Falcons D-line is OD, son.
Here on EA Sports.
So I cannot move on this nigga or get time. I got the Bears. I haven't scored yet. It's the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left.
They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Yes, only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. It's Trubisky. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
I just scored. It's 7 to 10 right now.
But it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably.
I got to get it 3 and out though. It's under 2 minutes.
That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Ryan to throw.
Let's go!
Intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return.
Let's go!
31-yard line. You got this.
Interception. Stop being greedy.
So why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches,
Give to the needy.
Why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Come on, man.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Come on, Chris. We could score here. Game over, Chris. Come on, Chris.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Trubisky's
now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Trubisky to throw. And he finds Stills complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Throwing now is Trubisky. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
For the field goal.
I missed. Oh, I made
And
it.
his kick is good.
I made it.
And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If
Head
they
to tails,
don't,
y'all.
we still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and
Tails
kick a
side.
field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
I went heads.
or
It's
score a
heads.
touchdown.
Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, Ralph.
Kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Up from his linebackers.
It's Chris, it's 2 OTs or 1 OT?
Overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky.
I passed the ball. Oh my gosh.
Down he goes. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a first throw here in overtime. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Another
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Yo,
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Trey
oh
Cohen.
my gosh,
He's
you
going to be
can't
met
hold
at
the
line
block.
of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Son.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, and it's intercepted.
What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He's 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So that's it. No double overtime.
Yo, we just tied.
So that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams. The fan bases.
Oh, man.
Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.
That's a fact, Mo. That's a fact.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the win. Came in and dropped on a 10. Now we on on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got to
Niggas dead ass just tied. He hit me up, said, yo, I didn't know we could tie.
If it ain't get it away from me, who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If you drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that down? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what?
I need some old linemen, son. Old lineman is terrible.